Hi there, Keith Schweigert here from LankSports.com with your 2-minute drill for Friday night's LL League Section 3 battle between Lampeter-Strasburg and Northern Lebanon, which will get underway at 7 p.m. in Fredericksburg. Neither team is a contender for the Section 3 title at this point, but this game is still a big one as far as both teams are concerned. It's a playoff atmosphere game, or it's going to be a playoff atmosphere game on Friday night in Fredericksburg, because both teams are trying to elbow their way into a crowded District 3 Class AAA playoff field, and the loser of this one is going to face a long, tough road if they want to get in. Both teams are 5-3 overall, and both of them are tied at number 14 in the PowerPoint standings, which are used to determine that 16-team playoff field. There are several teams with 4 losses that are below them in the standings, so it's possible that either team could afford one more loss. But with that Section 3 schedule that has so many double and single A teams in it, it'll be tough for them to get the bonus points that they would need to sneak into the playoffs if they wind up with 4 losses. So this one's pretty much a must-win for both teams. LS comes into this one as the hotter team. They've won 5 of their last 6 games after starting the season 0-2. Their 3 losses on the year have come against Penn Manor, Cocalico, and Lancaster Catholic, and they've come by a total of 18 points. And as you know, all 3 of those teams are very good programs, so LS has nothing to hang its head about with those losses. LS comes into the game averaging 234 yards on the ground, so their attack pretty much revolves around that rushing game. They've got a solid running back in Chad Fry, who's closing in on the 1,000-yard mark for the season, and quarterback Nate Shank is the team's second leading rusher, and he's also a pretty effective passer when he's asked to throw the ball. Northern Lebanon's offense is even more dependent on the run. The Vikings average 217 yards per game on the ground, but less than 100 per game through the air. They've got a 3-headed monster in the backfield, as Colton Ryan, Ryan Daub, and quarterback Tanner Dresch all have at least 500 rushing yards on the season. So pretty much if you want to stop Northern Lebanon, you got to stop that ground game. I think this one's all going to come down to which team has the most momentum, and LS clearly has the advantage there. Since they got off to such a slow start, the Pioneers have pretty much been playing elimination games every week throughout the whole season, so the big game atmosphere is not going to bother them on Friday night. It's nothing new to them. I like them to keep their hot streak going at Northern Lebanon's expense, but it's a big game and anything can happen. We'll see what happens and how it turns out on Friday.